I'm Cam Merzlak with RTV. With me, the lovely Gail Fairbrother. And we're here in downtown Sutter Creek. It's the 137th annual Italian picnic. This is the parade. Sunday morning starts at 10:30. We're going to go talk to some of the people that are in the parade, and then Tommy Fox is going to be on camera upstairs at the Hotel Sutter, and I'm going to be down here with the gimbal mount mobile.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah,
it's going to be so much fun, and it's such a beautiful day.
It is, and we're going to have a great time right here in Sutter Creek. Stay tuned and have fun with us. Here on Broad Street, we find Tom Blackman, Coldwell Banker, Award Realtors. Good morning, it is.
Good morning. How are you, Cam?
Good. You have a number of Coldwell Banker offices here in the county. Let's tell the viewers where they're at.
We have 4 offices. Our main office is Jackson. We have one on Main Street, Sutter Creek, Pioneer, and Ione.
Well, so you're kind of covering the whole county then.
Yeah, we do. In Calaveras and El Dorados, we cover them all.
Okay. Can I ask how many agents you have in those 4 locations?
Right now, I think we have 41 total.
Wow.
Yeah.
And as far as the real estate market today, it seems like it's hot.
It is. It's getting better. Not much inventory, so we're getting multiple offers on houses. Okay. Prices are going up a little bit, which is nice because a lot of people have lost their equity, right?
For sure.
So it's coming back, so hold on, and hopefully we'll get close to where we were.
So maybe we're in a spot where it's a buyer's and a seller's market then.
Yeah.
Because the values are good, but they're still not way too, they're still affordable.
People are happy to get a deal, get the house they want, and sellers are happy they got the price they want. So this is the kind of market we like.
Right. What about financing? Is that everything going smooth with that?
Financing is much better than it was a year ago. You can get, still very good rates and good terms, long-term loans, and a lot to choose from, so that's good.
Looks like you got a float here. You got some kids. Are these children or grandchildren of some of the agents?
Exactly. Children and grandchildren.
Yeah, and they, the kids love the parades. That's always fun for them.
These are all our future agents, You got to train them early.
It's a recruiting system, right? Tom, thanks for talking with us. And Coldwell Banker, Award Realtors, right here in Amador County. Website, AmadorCountyHomes.com. Tom, how long have you been in real estate?
32 years.
32 years.
In Jackson, yeah.
Right. Yep. Started when he was 6.
Thanks for the great signs.
Hey.
Cam did a great job on those.
Absolutely.
The roof.
Thank you.
He made that roof. Couldn't have been better.
It's vinyl roofing.
Vinyl roofing, yeah.
Tom, always good to see you, and have a good time at the parade.
You too, buddy.
We're here with Mark Lamberger, is it? Lamberger.
Yeah.
Tell us what kind of car you have here.
It's a 1928 Model A Roadster. Got a rumble seat in the back. Got a 265 motor in it. So everything's almost original on the car. We had it for quite a few years in the family, my wife's family, and now I brought it to my family. So it's been a lot of fun, and bringing it here in this year's Italian picnic for the first time.
Oh, wow.
My grandfather's from Sutter Creek, up here from Sutter Creek. He died many years ago, but my uncle's the Grand Marshal today, Robert Manisero.
Oh, of course we know Robert.
You know
Absolutely. Can you ask who your grandfather was?
John Manisero.
John Manisero.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. How many miles do you drive it often, or is it just kind of like a parade and a special interest kind of thing?
Drive it all the time, especially in the summertime.
Really?
Oh yeah. We drive downtown and all over Sacramento. Yeah, I'm from Sacramento.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, you're an electric fan under there. I'm thinking maybe that didn't come with this car in the 20s.
You're absolutely correct.
Kind of works though. It helps you out to keep it cool, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, for the parade, especially, you have that motor. This used to run in the parade and it could overheat, so that's why we had to put this pump in there.
Right.
Yeah. It's fun.
What's a car like this valued at?
Oh, I'd say probably, say $18,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're obviously not making
It's a lot
like
more
this.
value for me.
Right.
It's family. It's all about family.
Right. You're calling it $18,000. You wouldn't sell it for that for no way, right?
No, exactly. Somebody gave me 20. Yeah, I might think about it. No, I wouldn't.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't.
Hey, thanks for talking with us, and have a great time in the parade.
Thank you very much.
Okay. We found Abra, and you are?
Austin.
Abra and Austin. Abra, Dickey's Barbecue in the Martel Shopping Plaza, right?
Yes.
Okay. And also Jamba Juice.
Yes, that is correct, which is right up the street.
It's good to see you active and so involved in the community. And you're actually you have a banquet room for events, is that true?
Yes, it is. And we've been hosting a lot lately. Catering is really awesome to do, and you can bring your whole family in, and we do all the work and all the cleanup and have a great time in there.
What about off-site catering if somebody's having a wedding or just a big party? Do you show up to places like that?
Yes, we do. We bring our beautiful van here, and we do full-service catering for any event.
Perfect. And let's again tell the viewers your location.
12240 Industry Boulevard, Suite 74 in the Safeway Shopping Center.
And Jamba Juice, give us a little bit about that. I'm sure a lot of the viewers know, but let's give a rundown of what Jamba Juice is.
We have smoothies, fresh squeezed juices, we have bowls, breakfast wraps, steel cut oatmeal. There's a lot of products that I could go on and on about. Lots of new offerings, and we go out and we also do fundraising and delivery inside our community. And
how does the fundraising work?
When we go out and we sell at local events, we always donate 20% of our sales back to the organization that we're working with.
And it's Austin, right?
Yeah.
How long you been involved with this operation?
7 years.
7 years, huh?
Yes.
That's a pretty long time, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Kind of a younger guy, and it's kind of a steady spot to be there for 7 years.
Yeah.
What is your position?
I'm the GM at Dickey's right now.
Okay. We went there. You recently purchased that, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And it seems that it's well received, I believe.
Yes, it's our sales have definitely been increasing. I'm very fortunate. So.
Perfect. Go see them. Check them out up there by Safeway at the Dickey's Barbecue and the Jamba Juice both.
All right.
Thanks,
Thank
Abra.
you. Thank you.
We're here with Billy Baker. Billy, you're the head coach of the Amador Buffaloes football team, correct?
Absolutely, yes I am.
And you went through the Amador High School system yourself playing.
Yeah, 84 grad.
84 grad. And younger brother Tommy, right?
Yeah, Tommy was a 90 grad.
Yeah, I went to school with him.
Yeah.
You were a quarterback?
I played a little quarterback and running back, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's tell the viewers, I'm sure everybody knows, but it's a great story to talk about the success of your team last year.
Well, we ended up the season going 14-2, winning the Northern California Bowl game, Sacqua King Section Championship Division 6, and played in the state championship game down in Temecula. Lost to a really good Rancho Christian team, but best season Amador High School's ever seen.
Right. Very exciting. One of the things I did get to see on Facebook was a little dance that you did with the bus would come down into town.
Yeah.
The streets were packed with people that were just cheering you on, and you did a little dance out there.
I did. We had a few years ago. It comes back a little history. A few years ago, we'd been in a tough spell against Argonaut, trying to beat those guys, and it was a long story short. But the guy said, "Coach, we're going to beat them, but we're going to pull the bus over. We come back from Jackson. You're going to dance downtown." I said, "All right, if you guys pull it off, I'll do it." So I've only done it a few times, but for major occasions. So that's where it goes. Not mocking anybody, but a celebratory act for our guys. And I told them, "You guys win the section game. I'll pull that bus over downtown and I'll get after it a little bit." So that's where that goes.
It was really fun to watch. It was really classy. How's the squad look next year?
Going to be young, inexperienced. We're losing a lot of seniors, but spring football was great. Great energy, great effort. But reality is, you lose the number of people we lost. It's going to be a learning experience, to say that.
Now, you when you played, you were under Joe Anushin, right?
Yeah, Joe was head coach. Lauren Lukens was also coaching there when I was a younger player, and Joe was that guy.
Yeah, and he's probably as proud as he can be that one of the guys that he brought up through the system made it to the record-breaking for Amador High School in their football team.
I started coaching for Joe right when I got out of college in 1988, so pretty tight guy, and we keep in touch. And I'd call him occasionally throughout the season, and he wanted to call me, but he knew coach's code. If he called me, there was the opposite of what I had to call him,
right?
Or he would have screwed things up. So there was this little worry about, Billy, I can't call you because I might screw up the mojo you guys got going. You have to call and talk to me. So interesting stuff. Joe and I talk quite a bit.
Kind of fun. Congratulations again on behalf of RTV and the whole county.
Thank you.
Just amazing to see that level of play right here from a small high school in Sutter Creek.
Yeah, very proud. Very proud, and our community should be proud of them. The great kids.
I think they are.
Thanks, man.
Bill, thanks for talking with us.
Appreciate it, man.
We found Annie with Common Ground Senior Services. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you. Good to see you again.
Yes. And you've got a couple of queens here. Tell us about it.
Do well. We just had our 6th annual Miss Senior Citizens Beauty Pageant at the Rancheria. So Denny Orvek is our reigning queen 2017.
Sneak over here real quick and say hi. And Jenny is your name?
No, it's Denny.
Denny. Good morning. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Look at that smile on you. You're just proud to be the queen.
I am proud to represent Common Ground Senior Services and Meals on Wheels and all the good things that they do. So yeah.
What did you have to do, a performance, or how did you end up with the crown?
Well, I was really surprised, but yes, there's a talent competition, and there's an evening gown competition, and you have to answer questions. It's just like any beauty pageant, I guess. It's my first one, so I don't know.
We've got the runner-up. I'm going to sneak behind Tommy, and I'm going to come over here, and we're going to talk to the runner-up. And your name is?
It's Rochelle Hall, and I also represent Common Ground, the senior citizen beauty pageant, third place.
What a fun thing to do.
It was very much fun, very well represented, and just a wonderful time.
And you yourself did some sort of performance?
The talent portion, the evening gown, and we just all got together, and it was really for a wonderful cause.
Can we ask what your performance, what you thought your strong point was that was going to get you to where you're at right now?
Phenomenal woman.
Phenomenal woman. That is something that I want to hear. Well, you know what? Have a good time today.
Thank you.
So it looks like Jack McGee is driving. Do you know Jack?
Yeah, it was a wonderful singer. Yes, very talented.
He usually looks like Elvis, but today he just looks like one of our honored veterans.
Yes.
Yes, he's a good guy, and this is a really neat car. And have a great.
He sang for us at the pageant. He's serenading.
You know, he's got that little touch that he likes to sing to the ladies, I think.
Well, he did a wonderful job. We were all infatuated.
Armstrong, solid cheese, Bill Gates got everything that Uncle John needs. That's what we sing.
Jack McGee, one of a kind, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day, and thanks for being a part of Common Ground Senior Services and putting your time and effort into being the Queens.
Thank you.
Thank you. We found Robert Manacero. You're at the same spot every year at the parade, right?
I have been for, I don't know, since the 70s.
And what is do you have a title for what you're doing here?
I'm an Italian Society member who donates his time. And I put the parade on. So I do all the coordination with all the stuff that goes on in the background. Like when people send their applications in, we process all that and design a parade.
How many entries do you have this year?
Oh, there's somewhere in the 60s. And so that's an average. We used to get a little bit more, but today it's hard to get people to come to a parade. You know, it's harder than it used to be.
And it fell in the week of graduation. A lot of things, so there's a lot of people split in different directions,
yeah.
I think.
And this time of year it's a transition, so.
Right.
But it's a great weather. It could be 100 degrees here, or it could be raining.
Right. Outside of the Italian Society and what you're doing here, you have Manacero Insurance.
I do.
Let's tell the viewers about that.
Well, Manacero Insurance started in 1946 with my father, and we're still there.
And that started here in Sutter Creek, correct?
Started in Sutter Creek at my father's house. We used to have the office in the rear and the garage.
Really? And now you're located in Jackson off New York Ranch Road?
Yeah, we're on New York Ranch. We moved there about 10 years ago for a building that we had, and Sutter Creek is more into the...
The dragster is here.
Yeah, that's Hertzig's dragsters. But people like them,
right? So we hear a commercial you run on the local radio station KVGC, and it says you don't hide behind a mascot or something. Tell us about that, because that's what I think is the key with being here locally and having somebody.
Well, I try to push the fact that we're local and we don't have to call the 800 number and talk to somebody you don't know.
Right.
So I think person to person when you're talking to somebody is a great thing for people, and I mean, we try to design the programs for individuals, and of course we know where they live. We know where they live because we know the area, and so.
And when somebody called up, they said, "This is Cam." Whoever answered the phone most likely would know exactly who they were talking, what kind of policies were there, and so forth.
Oh, sure. And we have, of course, progressive automation, so we're not like we're in a ledger manual or anything.
Even though at one time when it was in the house, it might have been that way.
Sure it was. Sure it was.
So you've kind of seen it evolve. You're talking 70 plus years of insurance in your family.
Yeah, 71 years, and recently my son Anthony has joined the Manacero. So.
Okay.
So
keeping the tradition going.
Third generation. He hopes to continue on, but you know, it's a business that takes lots of time and work. And,
let's give out your phone number to Manacero Insurance.
Oh, I don't give phone numbers. Nobody will remember anyway.
Look them up. Use the Google.
Yeah,
Manacero Insurance.
You can Google us. Yeah, right.
Or just stop by their location, Quail Hollow Center, right?
Quail Hollow and on New York Ranch Road is. Anyway, it's a great office and a great staff, and they're experienced people. They've been around a long time, so it's not like you're talking to a novice like you might on the phone for somebody else.
That's what we're saying. Shop local, people. Thanks, Robert.
Okay, thank you, Kim.
If you were in the movie scene in the 80s, you know this car. We're here with Brett. This is a DeLorean.
Yes, it's a 1981 DeLorean. I bought it stock and I put the kit on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the replica of the Back to the Future car, correct?
Correct.
You have the flux capacitor.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Is it actually operable?
Yeah.
Look at this.
It is. Hold on one sec.
Well, you got all the time you want. This is, you know, let's hope that he doesn't go 88 miles an hour in the parade, because you know what happens then. Shit catches on fire. Oh, look at that.
There it is.
So, let's talk about the DeLorean. Stainless steel, right?
Stainless steel, outer body, inner body is all fiberglass.
What about the stories I hear about when they imported these cars, what they were bringing with them?
They're actually smuggling cocaine inside of the vehicles across seas, I guess.
Okay. I think that's the story that I heard.
Yep. John Z. DeLorean was the manufacturer of the vehicle, and yeah.
So have you been picking through the carpet or looking or in the little crevices and finding?
I've looked. There's nothing.
Darn it.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Somebody's able to verify the story that these cars were imported and they were bringing Bolivian marching powder, if you will, into the country.
Indeed.
Interesting. Well, this do people still recognize? I mean, Back to the Future is from '85, right?
Right.
So do people still recognize that this is the Back to the Future car?
I cannot get out of a gas station for at least 25 minutes. It's crazy. Everyone has to pull over and stop, and they get out, take pictures, whatnot. And
how long did it take you to make this replica?
The kit, I've been working on it for a few years. I bought it in 2006 off Craigslist. Oh, wow. And it was dead. I had to rebuild the whole top half of the motor, and then I started buying the kit stuff off eBay. So,
well, he'll be in the parade. We hope he doesn't go 88 miles an hour, but where he's going, they don't need roads, right?
Correct.
Thanks for talking with us and having fun.
Thank you.
Found Supervisor Richard Forrester here at the Italian Picnic Parade. Good morning.
That's right. How are you doing?
Not too bad. I probably went a little overboard at the picnic last night, and I'm
Have you seen Manitoba?
I have seen. There, Vince the Stickter right here.
I need a program. He hasn't given it to me. I got to announce the thing now. You heard what they said. Vince never met a camera he didn't like.
Exactly.
You know where he's at?
He's up at Broad Street. So, back to the interview with Supervisor Forster. You're here today representing Amner County.
Part of the Board of Supervisors. Frank Axe is going to drive through, and I think Brian Onetto is going to be here. The other supervisors had stuff to do, including Pat Cruz just had a knee replacement, so he did not get clearance from his doctor. So,
overall, how's the county doing?
We're healthy this year. We'll have a balanced budget, which we always strive to do. The next couple of years are going to be a struggle with PERS changing the discount rate, actually lowering the discount rate, which is going to significantly affect us. We're already projecting deficits for both years.
Wow.
So with that, we'll figure it out. Hopefully it won't mean too drastic cuts. Our employees do a great job, and they've worked with us all the way through.
Yeah, people mightn't realize how much work it is to be a supervisor for the county, and I could only imagine, but it seems like you're never off the clock. You know, somebody's always, you go to the grocery store, I'm sure, and somebody's like trying to hit you up about something, and
yeah,
so it probably never goes away.
Not just the grocery store, it's at events like this. I own Homecoming, it's at Rotary meetings, Lions Club meeting, wherever you are. You're out there as a public face, and if people have an issue, it's your responsibility and my responsibility to listen to what they have to say. You can't always make them happy, but people at least want to be heard, and if we can help them, then we strive to do that.
Right. When does the Board of Supervisors meet? I know, but let's tell the viewers.
2 times a month. Now it's we've done this for quite a while since things are pretty slow in the county, but the 2nd and 4th Tuesdays of the month, except for December because of the holidays, the 1st and 3rd Tuesdays of the month.
And the public's welcome to attend?
They are, and we also have Board of Equalization if most of those cases get resolved, but that will happen on the alternate Tuesdays if the cases are not resolved.
Perfect. Speaking with Supervisor Richard Forster, District 2, mostly the Ione area?
Ione, Lake Comanche, Carbondale. Some people don't know this, but it actually goes up into where Walmart and Kmart is. Some Jackson people, including a former mayor, think that's Jackson domain, but it's not.
Really?
Yeah, it's District 2.
And Richard knows. He does know.
That's right.
Thanks for talking with us, Richard.
Okay, take care.
And here we are at RTV's coverage of the 137th Annual Italian Picnic Parade. Tommy Fox on camera, Cam Merzlak, and
Gavin Myers right here with you in downtown Sutter Creek. Looks like a great day for a parade.
There's Jack Mitchell there shooting some shots, and we've got the parades always start with the local police car coming through, and we're going to be bringing up our first entry coming up after that. I've never seen Jack Mitchell wear shorts.
Right, he's starting to look like Jim Geedy.
Right. So Jack Mitchell, of course, the publisher of the Ledger Dispatch. There's the Sutter Creek Police.
Who do a fine job of taking care of the men and women and children of Sutter Creek.
Right, to protect and to serve right there in Sutter Creek. And Gavin, up first comes the...
Well, coming up first, which I'll repeat.
Pete and repeat. Look, Sutter Creek Police. Okay, here we go. Now let's do it.
Okay. Coming up first, the American Legion Honor Guard, Post 108.
Okay, of course, the American Legion up there at Sutter Hill. They have the ambulance service. You can buy an ambulance ticket.
That's right. They're Benevolent Society banners being carried by Jim Hovis.
Yeah, we might have to wait for them. I think this is still the color guard.
You're right.
Hats off to our men and women out there that have served our country. Now here's your number 2.
Okay, number 2 is the Italian Benevolent Society Honor Guard, proudly displaying the Italian Benevolent Society banner and also the American flag.
So, is that another honorable? Is that Robert Saraceno, or is that?
That is absolutely Robert Saraceno carrying the American flag, and carrying the Italian flag is Jason Minetti.
There we go. Hey, thanks a lot, guys, and thanks for bringing us to the 137th Annual Italian Picnic Parade. Gavin, coming up next.
Coming up next is the Amador High School drum composition.
Right.
Cam, talk about that.
Having fun here. Gavin, we went to Amador High School. I was 92, you were 93.
Absolutely.
There they are. To the beat of a different drum.
And even learned to play drum in Amador County Schools from Irv Gidding.
Irv Gidding. Looks like a Mercedes convertible coming up. Who do we have
That's
there?
right. That's the Italian Society Grand Marshal. This year's Grand Marshal is Robert Manacero.
Yes. We got to talk to Robert a little earlier. Looks like his lovely wife with him. Is that his kids driving? Do we know? Or
yeah, it looks like Robert's with his wife Carolyn and his 2 sons Robert and Anthony.
Yeah, I think he said one of them is actually going to join the insurance business of the family business there.
Great decision. And Robert's been part of the Italian Society for over 40 years.
Looks like here comes the Benevolent Society themselves.
That's right. This is the Benevolent Society members. There's a large group in there. And the Benevolent Society has been sponsoring this celebration for 137 years. That's amazing. That's since 1880.
Wow. I wonder if any of these people were at the original one.
I think those 2 may have been at the graduating high school.
Hey, hats off again. I've been to this parade most every year that they have it since I've lived here in '82. It's all ages. It's a family event.
That's right. And at noon today, you can enjoy the festivities at the Italian Picnic Grounds. Win a salami playing bingo, or the salami toss.
Yeah, toss the salami. Is this still the? They're dancing away and they're having a good time here.
The name of this group is Balliamo, which means Let's Dance. They're a Sacramento-based group whose ages range from 15 to 78. And they're sponsored by the Sacramento Italian Cultural Society.
Looks like they're having a good time.
Absolutely. Lovely costumes,
yeah,
too.
Weather's good here today, Gavin. It's not too hot. We've kind of had a little bit of a break.
Yeah, it's been nice off and on this year, kind of strange.
Okay, up next, Sutter Creek City Council looks like.
That's correct. Right here in your 137th Annual Italian Picnic Parade.
I see Josie.
Mayor Linda Rianda.
See her.
Robin Peters. Josie Cadu. I'm gonna mess that up. Sorry about that. And they're being driven around by Alan Ross in his 1966 Ford F-150.
Or Susan there waving at us. The Sutter Creek City Council. Good job, guys.
Thanks for coming out.
Okay, this is the county supervisors. There's Dick Forster.
That's correct.
To do something. I'm not sure, but
we've got Pat Crew as well. Lynn Morgan. Frank Axe, and the one and only Brian Oneto.
I see him back there. There he is.
That's a nice wave, gentlemen. Hope you're wearing sunblock.
There we go.
We get to be up here in the shade.
Post 108.
That's right. The American Legion Ambulance employs 70 paramedics and EMTs that are committed to providing perfect service.
Looks like we got the Native Daughters of the Golden West here. Having a good time. And Paula Parlor, 338 Sutter Creek. I made the banner, that's how I knew.
Good
It was
job.
actually readable.
Plus, you have your binoculars out just so you can be on top of those things.
What we got going on here?
Well, after the native daughters of the Golden West,
well, let's see. Hold on, we've
got a great group of ladies, all native to California.
Yeah, I think that's what you have to be born in California. There's native sons and native daughters. Speaking of native sons, here they come.
Here they come. Which was actually started in 1875 in San Francisco, which means they were only around 5 years before this parade.
And I see Eric Christensen in the front. He's like the main guy of the native sons for the whole chapter for the area. I'm not quite sure exactly, but I see Jim Wilmarth. You can't miss him. I know Bruce Ferdani is always with this group somewhere.
Jim Wilmarth looks like he's a child flying a kite out there. Very happy to be holding a flag with his group of friends.
Okay, Mike Ferdani in the back in the blue shirt. And who else do we see here that we know?
Is that, no, that can't be.
Yeah,
is that Sam Elliott, just judging by the mustache?
That bear walks upside down very well.
Right.
Okay, there we go. Native sons of the Golden West. That is a great display of the California flag. Oh, they're going to spin it around for us.
They must have heard us say that it was upside down. They're taking care of us. It looks like we got nice full sidewalks out.
There's Mike Ferdani.
Hey, Mike.
Look at that.
It's almost like synchronized swimming, but on a road with a flag.
Have you ever seen a bear do a cartwheel?
Just now.
Okay. Shake it. Okay, they're going to shake out this flag.
Shake it, the bear can take it.
Hey, we want to thanks again the Hotel Sutter allowing us to be up here on the balcony.
Great place to spend an afternoon.
We've got earplugs in our left ear because Bill Bird is announcing. Here's this kind of motorcycle series every year.
Craig Miller. It's a 1942 Harley Davidson. It's only a 45 cubic inch flat head engine with a 3-speed transmission. This is a beautiful bike.
In amazing shape.
They were commonly used by military and law enforcement.
Oh, really? That kind of has a military look to it.
That's a beautiful bike.
Where's his helmet?
Don't go too far on that spring.
Oh, that looks like Jack McGee's.
Unmistakable. With Common Ground Senior Services.
Yes, and that's the senior queens.
That's right. 2017 Miss Senior Citizen Denny Oravec and her court representing Common Ground Senior Services Meals on Wheels program.
Of course, Jack McGee, Elvis impersonator, United States Marine veteran.
One of our own locally most famous people.
He's his own best fan, in fact.
Absolutely.
Who do we have next, Gavin?
Sutter Creek Fire Protection District. These guys are keeping us safe for a long, long time.
Yeah, look at that unit on the back of that truck. Looks like it's from a couple weeks ago at least.
It looks like my grandfather used to pedal it around with an oxen. These guys have been doing fire protection in Sutter Creek for over 150 years. Sutter Creek and Amador City.
Absolutely, and
I'm guessing wooden ladders probably changed quickly.
Yeah, for sure. It was that was a hot subject.
Yes. Keep you quick on your feet.
Quick on your feet. Sutter Creek Fire Department keeping us safe throughout their city and the county. Thanks again, guys.
Thank you for your bravery and service.
Bravery and service, absolutely. Looks like more Sutter Creek Fire. Looks like a bigger unit here.
That's right. Big, beautiful truck. Actually, we just lettered some of these trucks for them recently.
Yeah, Don Nunn actually give us a ring on that. We're proud to help them out.
Every time.
Truck 6434 of Sutter Creek.
And you can see the kids in there just excited to be involved. They get to throw candy, maybe keep a little for themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
I know how my pockets would be.
Right. And good to see on the side they had the FDNY. Still remembering the firefighters from the tragic events of 9/11.
Absolutely. And here comes some more of Sutter Creek Fire.
They got a nice fleet, don't they?
They sure do.
This is Big Red, 6433.
I remember Big Red. It's a necessary tool for all the great things they do for this community.
These kids just riding on top here, just having a fun time. Good stuff. Thanks again, Sutter Creek.
Good to see them waving and stuff rather than texting.
Right. No iPhones. Just looking up. You know what, Gavin? That's an amazing call on your part. His lady, she's like,
hey, just hanging out.
Just hanging out. Exactly, Gavin. The kids need to put down the mobile devices and start throwing candy. Here's a water truck, 6440. What do we know about this?
This is also from Sutter Creek Fire Department. They are in need of a tanker sometimes, more water than is available near them, so they have this truck to fill that need.
And we want to remind everybody about fire safety, defensible space, and yes, and is this the Jackson City Council?
this is the Jackson City Council.
Of course, there's Connie
and
Gonzalez.
the start of the Jackson Fire Department.
Yes, Wayne Garibaldi, you see him? Hi, Connie.
Hi, Connie.
She's waving at us. She doesn't even know it.
Right.
Keith Sweet.
If she knew we were right above her, I'm certain they would throw us candy.
It's like an Amador Fire Protection District, Vehicle 216.
That is right. As the largest fire department in Amador County, the Amador Fire Protection District provides fire and emergency services to the majority of Amador County citizens.
Yes, yes. And here's another Amador Fire District unit. It's like a newer truck.
That is a beautiful rig, sir.
5361 from Amador Fire. Once again, keeping us safe.
And remember, if you're out there and you see these guys out on a break or something, it's okay to buy them a drink. This next group also does a great deal to help with the fire safety and firefighting. It's the Pine Grove Youth Conservation Camp.
Okay, and these men that were possibly in law enforcement issues and end up putting their manpower to work positively while still being incarcerated.
Absolutely. And
CAL FIRE.
And you wouldn't believe how much it helps. This is also part of the Pine Grove Fire Crew. This is the truck that they transport the young men to. And I've had the opportunity to play softball and work around these guys, and most of them are really trying to get on the right track.
Like Common Ground Senior Services here?
Yes, they had a little entry there earlier.
And they provide Meals on Wheels. They do, I don't have Gavin's got the script, but I can tell you they offer things for senior services to seniors, and Meals on Wheels is one of them. That vehicle here they have with that Camp's propane ad is one of the vehicles that they travel to seniors that can't necessarily make their lunch.
And I heard they serve up to 294 seniors a day,
right,
with meals. So that's a great thing because our seniors are important.
You know, there's people that can't just drive to the store very easily. They're on their own. They get in touch with Common Ground Senior Services. There they are. Oh, they got a fleet, don't they?
They sure do.
A little bit of transport action.
Next up is a fun one.
Oh yes,
we've got the replica
of the DeLorean from Back to the Future. I talked to him earlier.
Yes.
We had a little bit of fun with him. I think he's a part of the Star Dancers, isn't he?
Oh, I wasn't aware that he was part of the Star Dancers, but yes, that is who is following him in.
And
his car is a star, but these girls are the real stars.
Right. Maybe when they come down a little closer, we can get a good shot of him. He can't even get out of the gas station for 25 minutes as people want to just search through his car.
You never know. Imports are always a great thing.
Right.
And these girls always have such fun songs that they dance to, and seem to have so much fun doing these events.
You know, it builds a lot of character, self-esteem,
confidence,
balance.
Correct.
You know, some of those things.
Calluses.
And you know what you see with this Star Dancers program? I've known some people. They start in a small age and they stay with it, and they end up going all the way up. And here we go. This is the dance camp. We saw these girls in the Ione Parade. Remember all the way from the little ones all the way up to the teenagers?
Absolutely.
Star Dancers was located right there outside Gopher Flat Road, just east, if you will, of the post office where they're at.
Great job, girls. Looks like you're all having a really good time.
You can be a star. I bet shows like American Idol really increase programs like this, you know, people wanting to be involved and knowing that they have the ability to one day be that. There's a young boy that goes with that crew. We'll talk about it. Too bad I ran out of time. Zach and Roddy, this is Miss Amador, driven by John Kirkpatrick in looks like a 58 Corvette.
Yes, it is. Sydney Julian is the 2016 Miss Amador. She'll be attending UC Berkeley in the fall.
Sweet.
And she can't wait to see you all out 2017.
Julia Jones Burns, her mother, and of course Dan Julian, her father, did a fine job. Here's her court, it looks like. Oh no, these are the contestants, it looks like, for next year. Do we have the names?
These are the upcoming contestants. We have Vanessa Christofferson, Madeline Medeiros, Carson White, Mackenzie Bailey, Trinity Karshner, Bailey Mitchell. Come watch them compete on Thursday, July 27th. At the Amador County Fairgrounds.
Of course, Bailey Mitchell, daughter of Jack and Teresa Mitchell of Ione. She was at Miss Ione, I believe. There she is. Hi, Bailey. best of luck to all girls. I'm sure RTV will be out at the fair filming it once again, the Miss Amador competition. Who do we have here? Cheerleaders.
Cheerleaders, Amador High cheerleaders. They are all about spirit, unity, and pride.
There you go.
And they're going to do a cheer for you on the way down the street.
Okay.
And keep that Amador pride going. As you said earlier, we both went to Amador High School and are quite proud Buffaloes.
Yes. You know, some of the cheers are a little bit the same. We listen, and then some of them are not, but it's like they got their wagon, they got their music, and let's let them do it.
They're shuffling. Ready? Okay.
Go Fight Win was one of the ones, Gavin, that we flew the pump. Yes. Okay, they got another one. Let's let them do it. Hey! 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 Of course, one of those songs you always heard at sporting events, stadiums, right?
Always a good popular one.
That was the DJ. Who was it?
I think the name is Gary Glitter, and the song is Rock and Roll Part 2.
Speaking of buffs, looks like we got the big boys here. Varsity football.
Yes.
Who do we got?
Well, on my script it says blank entry, but it looks like it is the Amador High School football team.
We spoke with Billy Baker. This team made it further than any high school team in Amador County history. It was an amazing squad. Anthony Burns at the quarterback spot, and just a number of guys that played well. It looks like the Ben Ali Shriners coming up.
That's right. The motor escort leads the Ben Ali Shrine units in parades since 1950.
Okay.
These guys every time seem to be having the most fun out there. I just wish they had the tiny cars rather than the mopeds.
I think they're kind of come up in a little bit.
Oh,
the go-karts?
I'm excited to see them.
Yeah, they're on the other side of the hill. Watch, they're coming over.
Gentlemen in traditional Ben Ali garb. Good day, gentlemen.
Right, Ben Ali Shriners Hospital, burn victim children. They help a lot of times when it's the people that have serious injuries or diseases that they can't pay for, and health insurance won't. These fine men raise the money, have the hospital, and make those things happen.
And of course, those gentlemen were the Ben Ali's color guard. It's made up of members of the marching patrol and proudly presents the colors of all shrine functions, national flags of the United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, and the Philippines.
Okay, we got a trail. They're still on the little scooters.
That's right. Leading the shrine this year is the potentate Dave Kubel.
Potentate?
Potentate.
I thought you said potentate.
That's possible too.
After riding a scooter for hours. This is the Legion Honor Guard in there? Mostly?
This could be the Ben Ali.
It's Ben Ali.
Divan. They're the officers elected and appointed.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Legion of Honor.
To help the potentate with his duties.
Right. We go, of course, waving the American flags. There we go. Here at the 137th Annual Italian Picnic Parade. 57 Chevy. It looks like another Ben Ali entry.
Yes.
Love the 57 Chevy.
One of my favorites of all times.
Yeah, it's convertible. Boy, I And it looks like we got that's a 66 Chevelle convertible. I had a 66 Chevelle hardtop.
I remember that car quite well.
That's a SS 396. That's a fun car, and look, just in amazing shape.
Yes, beautifully kept. Good day, gentlemen. Hope you're enjoying your day.
Club president Ben Ali. So it looks like a newer Mustang coming up here. Orange and white stripes. I know the older years of the Mustangs, but the newer ones, that's a newer one. Looks like a GT 500, possibly a Cobra.
Yes, that's a beautiful car. Yeah. If you're into Mustangs, that is the newer version of all your dreams.
Of course, looks like Sally herself driving it. No, maybe not.
Oh, I can tell you.
So, that vehicle does go well on a ranch, though.
Right.
Looks like a 55 through 57 T-Bird here. Coming up, I'm not quite sure. I'm looking here. It's the Benelli. Oh, they have a classic auto 57 Ford T-Bird.
Huh.
I kind of know.
Yeah, they've got a group of classic cars here.
That's a newer Stingray Corvette here, a white one.
You gotta really hold on to your Ben Ali hat.
Right. Yeah. They really went to a new design on this Corvette.
They sure did.
Kind of cool. You gotta keep up. They're starting to look more like a European exotic version. Here's a truck that's for sale. Looks like an old Ford. That is late 30s, early 40s, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yep.
Fun truck. I'm thinking that we're probably still with the Ben Ali classic car group.
The Ben Ali classic cars.
33 is what it says on the plate. I'm thinking it's a 33 Ford.
And I wasn't sure of the color, so luckily the license plate says yeller.
Right. Our script doesn't say yellow, but I'm thinking we can go with
yeller.
We're pretty sure it's an old yeller.
Beautiful truck.
Yes. Of course, for displaying the flag proudly.
Another new model of the Corvette here.
Right.
Looks like they were able to keep their hats on as well.
Right. And it looks like a Cadillac, maybe, no?
Yes, absolutely. One of my favorite cars of all time is Cadillacs.
I'm not quite sure. It's either
like
early 70s or late 60s.
Yeah, mid to late 60s, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Okay, now they're going to clown around. What do we got here?
This fella here has really got a checker shorts.
Hey, buddy, check your shorts.
Hey.
You know, one time I ended up looking like Bozo the Clown. That's kind of an odd thing, but it's an outfit I can wear well.
Absolutely.
And this is, do you have a script say what this is?
No, I believe these guys are going to be leading out the Ben Ali pipes and drums should be coming up next.
This is the Ben Ali Clowns.
Yes. They need a smaller cart or more clowns, in my opinion, because that could be golf cart limo.
Here comes some guys that don't wear shorts too often.
They're coming up, cleaning up after the clowns. He's already got a bucket full.
What is that? What they're doing here?
No, of course not. The clowns, I think can wait.
Oh, this is the wrecking crew.
Ah.
Having a good time. Good support through this parade through the Benelli.
Definitely.
They definitely get the most people involved. Here we go. What's this? This is the Dan. What do they call this? The
Ben Ali Oriental Band, possibly.
Yeah, but that's the lion. Is it what it's a Chinese or a
it's a Chinese dragon.
Chinese dragon. The dancing thing, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
You see these in a lot of the
Chinese New Year's parade is where I've seen them.
Right.
Or also, in the middle of the forest.
Right.
Depending on what I'm up to.
Right. Okay, and they're having a good time here. Gavin's trying to check our script, see where we're at. We're not even sure what's going on here.
I'm watching the parade instead of my page.
Right.
Oh, this is time.
This is the drums.
Right. This.
Ben drummer.
See, I think they're a little out of order here because I haven't seen the Ben Ali pipes and drums until now. This is actually the Ben Ali Oriental Band, I believe.
Okay, we're trying, folks. We're having a good time here at the Hotel Sutter balcony, though, I can tell you that much. Tommy Fox, you're doing a great job filming, buddy.
Nothing like a couple of good Bloody Marys and a fantastic parade.
And a pink tank top. Okay, this is a Ben Ali motorcycle club. What kind of club don't they have?
Right. Okay, yeah, they are a little out of order. I'm flipping through here and seeing. So that was the Ben Ali Shriners Lionhead that just passed.
Okay.
And these are all different areas.
Okay, here's the go-karts, Gavin.
Oh, here comes the Ben Ali go-karts. But right before that was the Ben Ali Motorcycle Club.
Okay, and this is
the Sabara Motor Corp, or Corps, excuse me. 12 go-karts and 22 driver members.
wonder how long it takes to practice this routine. I mean, these guys know exactly what they're doing.
I think you pretty much just follow the guy in front of you,
Right, he
and
knows
hope
what
they
he's
don't
doing.
decide to stop.
Oh, Lisa, this is, like you were saying earlier, one of my favorite entries in this parade every year.
Always fun and making good business for some go-kart maker.
Right, and it's basically like their version of Ion's Bonham entry.
Absolutely.
Very, very colorful. Fun, consistent.
Right.
You know, they're year after year.
They really believe, the Shriners, Bentley Shriners really believe that doing parades is a great way for them
Jack
to reach
Mitchell,
out
don't
to
get run over. Jack's brave out there in the middle of the street like that. You know?
That was a close call.
RTV bringing you the 137th Annual Italian Picnic Parade. Now, it looks like a lot of people attended, but out of 35,000 people in the county, there are people that can still view it.
That's right. You can find us on YouTube, RTV Amador.
Yeah, or on Facebook.
That's right.
You can find Gavin sometimes on black and whites inside the post office.
Right.
He didn't expect me to say that. It's not in my script. It was not.
I don't see that in here. There's no ratting out your co-host.
Gavin, I think we're going to have to be the parade announcers from now on. We have fun at this.
We absolutely do.
And here they come again.
Boy, these guys really like to show off a little, drive around. I mean, how could you not?
Right.
He looked like a local from here, I recognize.
Local, one of our locals that was in the Bentley Shriners, Tommy Thompson.
Tommy Thompson.
Of course. I remember him being involved in that. And what do we have here? We have the...
this is
that's
the
their
Sabara Motor Corps.
Okay.
That is
maybe
the
that's what holds all,
truck debate.
holds all their go-karts in.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we're not too dumb after all.
We'll catch up one of these days.
Well, and you know, this is the first time we've seen this script, and we're trying to put it all together. Looks like this guy might have run out of gas.
That's right. His motor decided not to work.
His motor caved in.
But rather than give up, he found a way. Thanks for your determination.
Chain. Now it's time for chain.
Working on a chain. Gang.
Yeah, what's
this young man's playing a banjo.
Backwards.
Upside down.
Somebody said, hey, you got it going the wrong way.
I never knew that banjos were wind instruments.
Right, it's a big lollipop. He's like, no, I have a banjo or a lollipop. I'm going with lollipop. Band Against Cancer, formerly known as Camp Out for Cancer, that was at the fairgrounds, changing that to the Italian Picnic Grounds this year, September 9th. It's going to be a music festival, of course. Ginger Rolfe and Amador Stars, a benefit fundraiser for Amador Stars. They transport cancer patients to Sacramento that don't have rides or the ability to drive to their chemotherapy appointments. Of course, Nina Machado here in the front, always a big supporter of Amador Stars, and it's Band Against Cancer coming up September 9th, Italian Picnic Grounds. Get involved.
Right. Let's band together.
And who do we have here? These,
Next up is Landon Hall driving a John Deere Gator.
There that must be him with the cowboy hat.
With his rabbit flash.
Look at that.
Oh, his rabbit flash along for the ride.
A little girl in the back on a little...
Next up is Lexi Bauer riding a big quad ready for summer.
That's one of Tempe's really good friends, and she is Paul Bauer's daughter. I just talked to Paul last night.
All right, next up we have Jamie and Dennis Ponte from Angels Camp driving their pair of Percheron horses on the Percheron Hay and Cattle Ranch.
Beautiful horses.
And a beautiful wagon, well kept or well restored, I'm sure, but just a beautiful, beautiful display.
Yes. What a good thing to have in the having the parade.
What beautiful, healthy horses. Now you may be saying, is he too old to be pulling that? But the gray hair is just natural.
Oh, Gavin, you know the things that you know that I just sometimes get shocked.
No one, of course, that's just for men horse.
I was going to say it's when he sneaks the 9-volt battery onto my tongue. Oh,
right.
This next, I always like to see little kids.
Main Street Theater Works.
Okay.
And they always put on a very quality professional show with amazing cast and well-produced shows. Make sure you get out there and enjoy some of them.
Maybe we can get our cameraman to zoom in on this little girl in the...
Great job.
Yeah.
What a little cutie. She's excited for theater.
That's a future actress.
That's right.
Okay, we got a horse coming up next. Somebody's waving. Looks like some sort of queen.
That's right. That's the Miss Amador County Fair Rodeo Queen, Trinity Karshner.
Wow.
She traveled the state representing Amador County at rodeos and parades.
Good job, Trinity. Look at those chaps. Wow, colorful and
yes,
frilly.
All right, up next, Jamba Juice from right here in Jackson.
Locally owned and operated by Abra Teague, friend of ours.
That's right. Abra and David Teague also have the Dickie's Barbecue right next door. They're great people, and they really care about their product and their business.
Yeah, and they do catering and delivery. They actually do fundraising. It looks like we have the Tualatin County Mounted Posse, if I recall from other parades.
Right, Sheriff's Posse. They've been a working unit since 1948.
Okay.
Led this year by Captain Tom Hudson. Mary Sauce is the 2017 Motherlode Roundup Queen.
All right.
For the past 60 years, they've been doing this.
Great
job, gentlemen.
Number of years in the Sutter Creek Parade.
At least 54 of them.
Right, not me. Oh, Gavin's going to get me back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's on. We're announcing the parade. We're also going to get each other. G-rated, of course. If you saw Gavin.
And also nothing to
if it's not live at the beer garden, great amount of great success in the first day. Nearly 500 views of people watching Gavin and his group of people.
Next up, if you're feeling a bit gassy, it's because we've got Camps Propane coming over the hill.
Okay, let's let this horse get his arse. Come on, now, we're waiting for the Camps guy. The horses are camping out.
I thought it was them who was gassy. Turns out it's this guy.
Here we go, Camps Propane. Gavin, let's see what the script says.
Well, it says they've been serving Amador County and Calaveras County since 1969, and they're located at 22479 Highway 88.
They have a tankless or a tank monitoring program.
That's right. You actually get a discount.
You do, and even if you're, they know when you're low. You're not going to be cold one winter night, or you're not going to have no hot water because they're going to tell you you're getting close.
Right.
What a great! They're right there in Red Corral on Highway 88 in Pioneer.
And they service Amador and Calaveras County. This next guy's been through 3 times. His name is Blank Entry, according to my script. This looks like a beautiful beach theme, though.
Yeah, there's some sort of
There's definitely lots
water.
of grass huts, surfboards,
sand,
and children who just look like they're having a nice time. But they couldn't get that gentleman to take his shoes off.
Some mothers don't want their kids playing in the sandbox, but
some mothers don't want their babies to grow up to be cowboys either.
Look on the back. Let me read what it says. Couldn't get it. Have fun here. Now they're going to walk.
Paradise Doggy Daycare coming through. That's who it is.
Yeah, there we go.
Paradise Doggy Daycare is
right there by the Italian picnic grounds, next to the all that are distributing here.
That's right. And they're open 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week for your dog to hang out, get taken care of, places to swim, places to play, and all around great way to socialize your family's friend.
Yeah, and of course we naturally take care of our pets better than we do ourselves, which is a good thing. They deserve it.
Right.
Rough. That's a rough entry.
It is. You can see them fleeing down the street now.
You never can mistake Matt Havens.
That's right, the James W. Marshall, Chapter 49 of the Ancient and Honorable Order of E. Clampus Vitus, established in 1850.
Matt's missing a tooth there in the center. You can do a good Mike Tyson impersonation.
Or whistle a tune.
What they do, the clampers, they drink beer or they just drink?
They don't just drink beer. They also are responsible for erecting a lot of the roadside
plaques and memorabilia.
Yeah.
Now this is one we saw in the Ione parade.
Right, this is Bill Stewart.
Yes, that's who it is.
The river pirate of the Consumnes River. They have a circus act.
Up next, Coldwell Banker, Tom Blackman at the helm of this four-wheel drive. They made a home for sale here on this.
Right, and with 35 agents and offices in Jackson, Sutter Creek, Ione, and Pioneer, you can't help but have good service. And
there's Madonna Weebold. We see her. 35 agents. We know a lot of them. Rosemary Zwig.
Sure.
Dave Carlson. Neil Carlson. Sure, we can keep naming them. Let's see who's here. Well, we know those ones, of course.
Right, it's hard to see through the roof who's in the thing. There's Neil, though, going by looking sort of Muppetish.
Looks like the Kit Carson Mountain Men coming up. John Crollo right there.
That's right, and a little ad there for the
Plaza's Resort.
Plaza's Resort on the side.
Big sponsor of the wagon.
June 30th.
Oh, yeah. And the barbecues up there at Silver Lake. You
can't beat them.
You do not want to miss. If you haven't made it, you don't know what you're missing. 57 Chevy convertible again coming up. It looks like the Amador Water Agency.
That is correct.
Robert Manacero, how many parade entries can you be in?
And how is he running back to the other end of the street so quickly?
He's got a Segway. Rich
gotcha.
Farrington in the back. Paul Molyneux Jr. Recently took his father's spot on that board. Water Agency, of course, supplying water to Amador.
And Gary Thomas in there. I'm not sure if you mentioned him or not.
I didn't, but I would have guessed that's him driving. And
up next, we've got a 1928 Ford Model A Roadster. Behind the wheel is Mark Lineberger and his twin brother Mike Lineberger. Rumble seat has Amanda Lineberger, Mark's daughter.
Wow.
And that's got a real neat retro look to it, like maybe, you know, like it's seen some days.
It has. We talked to, of course, we interviewed him earlier before the parade. Good guy. Throwing out some candy.
I can just see it all stuffed with luggage, and the Beverly Hillbillies headed off to Beverly.
I was wondering why they couldn't have thrown candy out of that DeLorean.
Okay, up next,
Muzzleload job training.
That's right. They've been serving Amador County, Calaveras County, and Tuolumne and Mariposa County since 1983.
Okay.
If you need help finding a job, they're the ones.
Right. Wonder if they, hopefully nobody's there that can show good skills in parade announcing.
And speaking of new jobs,
Dickie's barbecue coming up. Aber Teague once again.
We mentioned Aber earlier.
This is her
other business.
Delivery van.
Delicious food. Great crew.
Here's Aber right here passing out. If I know Aber, she's passing out something free,
discounts
or discounts are free, giving back to the community. When they do fundraisers, they come out. They give a percentage back to the community. Of course, Dickie's barbecue pit located up there by Safeway.
That's right.
Okay, and coming towards the end, this looks like the Herzig Motorsports guys. And this is one of their cars called Bad News. And I see they call him B3. It's Buddy and Sarah's little boy.
That's right.
Cute little kid. There he is.
The
there he is. B3. Get on up here, kid. Come on, baby.
Good thing he wasn't doing any burnouts on those tires. That would have really burned B3's legs.
Look how much fun this kid's having. This
Boy,
is
that
great.
looks like a hot rod for sure.
It is. Got a blown, injected some sort of motor.
Oh no, they blew their motor?
Yeah, well, not really like that. I think they're going to come up in a little bit. They're going to fire. There they are. There's the Boitanos right there.
Hey, there they are.
Of course,
proud of their boy.
Yeah, of course.
And
Sarah,
he's a great kid.
Sarah's going to be. She's actually bartending down at Tilly's.
That's right.
Buddy's probably drinking beer. I'd guess. Okay, here's the Nitro Dragster, Nostalgia Dragster. It's, Tony Gondera here's the crew chief. Looks like Jimmy Wilson. I think they're going to fire this thing out. That's what they're doing. They put the power to a motor that turns the blower over instead of a starter.
I wondered what sort of magic.
He should have a bottle that he's going to spray some alcohol, actually. Oh, what did he say? There it is. Inside the injector hat to give it a little primed fuel.
Now, what sort of alcohol is that, and how did they keep them from drinking it before it was their turn?
Right. I know that I'd rather drink that than the nitromethane that motor actually runs on. So he's got the injector hat primed. Here we go.
Boy, that sounds like a wild ride.
That's a nostalgia version of a Dodge Hemi. You can see the plug wires go directly into the cylinder head. The cylinder combustion chamber itself is hemispherical. And that's the blower, not the thing on the top, which most people confuse. The blower is the top pulley, the unit behind the top pulley that's forcing air into the cylinders, ran off the crankshaft. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
I know Herzig somewhere. There he is. John Herzig, of course. Everybody knows his paving and grading and his love for women.
And fast cars.
Right. Here, fast food, fast women, and fast cars. Bill Valley back here taking some iPhone footage. Geez, that thing is crazy.
Boy, smell that nitromethane.
Yeah, it burns your. I mean, at this, where we're standing, we're back a little bit. It's not going to burn our eyes, but
old Jimmy can probably feel it.
You bet he can. That's the nostalgia style dragster. Now they have the nitro burning motor behind the driver. I would hate to see that thing explode and in front of my face.
Right, you certainly wouldn't want to put your face down there when that belt lets go.
Of course, this is the Herzig Motorsports entry. Number of dragsters, hot rods, cars. Stuff going Going on, Tony Gondera. Been doing drag racing and crew chief for so many years. The crowd sees it like we do.
See lots of good Amador County folk out here enjoying the festivities.
John Herzig. Mary Molina calls him Tommy. I believe that's Tommy right there, his buddy.
What do you think, Gavin?
Well, that's Tony.
You're right. Tony, Tommy,
Timmy, Terry.
I didn't know your name was Terry, man. Okay,
no,
right
man,
on.
I'm Terry.
Looks like we're coming towards the close of the parade.
That's right. Our last group here is the Motherlode Cruisers.
Okay, of course they put on the Jackson Car Show coming up there.
Right.
We
started off with the 1929 Ford sedan, driven by Brett Rises.
Okay, it's like old Pontiac next.
Driving a 29 Nash. Well, they may be out of order, but a 52 Pontiac driven by Bill Healy.
And here comes I'm calling it a Ford, but I'm not sure.
Maybe a Willys? Oh, I don't know. These things are all maybe a 31.
It's yellow with flames. We know that.
It's a beautiful car.
Yes.
Unfortunately, not one of the years I could pick out just by looking at it.
Another one I'm going to think the Ford, right?
Yes.
30s, maybe.
Looks that way. Maybe a 31.
Nice looking rig.
Or that might. Well,
geez.
Heck, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. We're having a good time here, though, in Sutter Creek, ladies and gentlemen.
Beautiful.
Hoping you enjoyed our coverage of the 137th annual Sutter Creek. That was Mike Politi, of course.
There's Michael.
Hey, blowing the horn at us. There you go, Mike. Good to see you, buddy. Of course, his lovely wife, Dolores. Looks like another Ford. Oh, he's going to do a burnout for us. Well, a little bit.
Looks like his back seat's trying to start a rumble.
Bill LaValle covering for the Ledger Dispatch. Jack Mitchell, too. Thanks, guys, for being out there and getting some static images of the parade. And Gavin, this is what
it looks like. We wrapped up the 137th Italian Benevolent Society's picnic and parade.
We're RTV, Cam Merzlak with Gavin Myers, and thank you for watching our coverage of the parade. Have a great day.